And so I think that's the thing that happens, that when you're in an environment and everything is, you're trying to deal with normal day-to-day issues, like doing your laundry, paying your bills, having a job, doing sort of social things that are accepted of you, like having a relationship and whatever else, then you're just so busy with all these things that you don't notice all the incremental shifts in your surroundings. So there's radicalization going on of many different populations around the world, increased violence, increased right-wing nut jobs all over the place, like what's going on in politics, this whole refugee situation, it's pretty messed up. There's water shortages that are getting much more severe, droughts and fires, and so many things that you can really look at and point to, and you could actually, if you were really looking at it from a macro perspective, you could say, okay, well, this is potentially already the beginning of some kind of collapse, except you don't really know when to say, like, okay, well, it's definitively starting now. So, so people aren't really paying attention, and even if you are paying attention, it's very difficult to know what to do, or how you as an individual can influence a very massive system. So that's another reason why people don't try. It's only when we actually come together, consciously recognize the problem, and figure out what sort of capacities we have, that we can actually try to steer a system. So I mean, like, you can imagine it's like a massive, it's like the Titanic, right? And it's heading towards an iceberg, and you're an individual. And what you can do is, okay, so if you see that the Titanic is heading towards an iceberg, well, you could try to get out on a lifeboat and pull it with a string in a different direction. Well, obviously that's not going to work. Or you could talk to some people, realize, okay, we're heading towards an iceberg, where is the captain? And let's tell the captain to turn the wheel in a different direction. And that's the best way to actually fix the problem. But so, that needs, you can see the difference in activities, and it's just like, not to belittle individual efforts at like recycling or vegetarianism or whatever, but those are like jumping out of the boat and trying to pull it in a different direction, whereas actually what you need to do is make sure that the system changes and that it's steered in a different direction at a much higher level. And so if you have very little effort that you can spend, you need to make sure you're spending it in the right place.